this episode, we'll tackle the challenge of marketing fatigue, a common struggle among business owners and marketers alike. In a fast-paced digital landscape, it can be difficult to maintain creativity and innovation in marketing efforts. We'll explore the causes of marketing fatigue, share compelling statistics, real-life examples, and provide actionable tips to help listeners refresh their marketing campaigns and strategies.
Hey, lady bosses, are you working even after putting the kids to bed but still not getting results?
Are you tired of spending money on ads that aren't getting engagement?
Do you feel burdened that you aren't fulfilling your purpose in life because you are so consumed with work?
I'm your host, Brooke Boltz. I'm an attorney and founder of Boltz Legal. I started my business and in 1 year was bringing in 7 figures and am now bringing in multi-7 figures.
And I'm your co-host, Rachel Boltz, owner of Boltz Media. I've helped many businesses build their online presence and increase their revenue through digital marketing.
Want to hear how we did it?
We are here to help you achieve your goals personally, professionally, and spiritually.
So kick off your high heels, sit back, and let's ignite that passion.
We're Miss Biz, where we're putting the miss in biz.
Let's get biz done.
Marketing is complicated. As a business owner, I'm sure most of us have experienced that marketing fatigue, which is the feeling of exhaustion or burnout after continually creating and promoting campaigns without seeing the desired results. This fatigue can lead to a decline in creativity, motivation, and effectiveness in marketing efforts. And it often stems from factors such as constant pressure to innovate, overwhelming competition, and rapidly changing consumer preferences.
So some of the key challenges of marketing fatigue include content overload. With the sheer volume of content produced every day, audiences can become desensitized to marketing messages, making it harder for brands to stand out. It's kind of like the commercials back in the day when we were growing up. We saw so many commercials in between our TV shows we checked out. We got up and got a drink, went to the bathroom, did other things, didn't have our full focus on those commercials because there was too many of them. We were overloaded with them. And the modern day content overload is on social media. I can't even imagine for you how much you must feel overloaded at times, being that you manage so many different social media profiles. I only manage my own and I feel overloaded at times. I don't even know how much more you must be impacted.
It's a lot. It definitely is a lot. But having that pressure as a business owner to be able to stand out so that people don't just scroll past you can be a huge challenge, especially if you're already feeling overwhelmed or just not happy with the way that your marketing has been performing. Another challenge is changing trends. It seems like every week there is a new trend that's showing up on TikTok, on Instagram, and trying to always be one step ahead can be quite complicated.
That alone is a full-time job.
Yes.
Just to sit and scroll and learn what the trends are and find those trends that you could bridge to your business, that alone is a full-time job. And that's where I struggle, is that I'll see one trend and jump on board and do that trend, but then to consistently be following the trends is just not something that I personally have the time to do. And so it's just not realistic for me as an individual owner without a team to follow and keep up with all the trends.
Mm-hmm. Another key challenge of marketing fatigue is limited resources. So small business owners, they may have limited budgets and teams, making it challenging to keep marketing efforts fresh and innovative.
Yes, resources is a constant challenge for all businesses. The nice thing about social media is you can post for free, but to get a greater reach and to reach more, running ads and boosting those posts are going to get you there quicker than just organic posting. And if you have limited resources, it might feel overwhelming.
Or even just having the limited time to actually come up with these content ideas or make sure that they're executed correctly. That can be very overwhelming.
And there's only so much you can delegate. You can delegate to a marketing director or to an outside company to oversee and have consistent posts. But time and time again, the most engaging posts are going to be the ones with you as the business owner in them. And so if you want to have engagement, you want to increase engagement, you can have someone else do everything else, but
you got to be in front of the camera.
You got to be there. And
100%.
And that's the struggle that I've had, is even when business is great and I can afford to bring in teammates to help, it doesn't mean that I don't still have to be there, be engaged, and be participating. It's not something I can ever fully delegate.
Yeah. And then another complication, or challenge rather, is fear of failure. So the pressure to deliver these successful campaigns can lead to fear of taking risks or stifling creativity. I know a lot of people are absolutely terrified to get in front of the camera. They don't want anything to do with it. They don't care. But that stems from fear of failure and fear of rejection.
Well, too, let me tell you, Facetune can go a long way. So getting in front of the camera doesn't need to be as scary as it maybe was years ago when we didn't have these tools available to help our appearance. I mean, we have filters now, we have imperfection erasers. There's so many tools that can make you look better. So just record it, get it done, and then do a little touch up to make yourself look how you feel comfortable to present yourself in the media. So hopefully that can help you, because getting in front of the camera is going to be important to increasing engagement if you have a service-based business particularly.
For the record, I would like everybody to know that we do not use Facetune on the Miss Biz podcast. So if you're watching this on YouTube, it is the real deal. In fact, there is minimal editing done.
That's true. That's true. Our videos that you may be watching now are not edited for appearance. Now, when we post pictures of ourselves or other things little snips we may do on our phone from time to time, we may touch those up a little bit. But the actual podcast itself that we post on YouTube, the clips of that, those are not edited for our appearance. Do you love the Miss Biz podcast?
Because we love you.
Here's 3 things you can do to show your support.
1, write us a review. Apple or Spotify are the best platforms for reviews.
2, join us for our Friday Zoom calls at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. To RSVP, go to MissBiz.com homepage, scroll down to Miss Biz Connects, and click the link.
3, follow us on social media. Our handle is @MissBizPodcast.
As always, thank you for your support.
So next we're going to be sharing some key statistics for you. So according to HubSpot, 70% of marketers say that their content marketing strategy is effective, yet 61% struggle to produce engaging content due to saturation of the market. I'm sorry. But if you look at the analytics, so I always say view your insights, see how your content is truly performing, because you may not think that it's doing well, but if you look at the analytics, it'll tell you how. If you look into the benchmark part of the analytics, it'll tell you how well your content is performing compared to others who are in the industry.
And if you don't like what your statistics are showing, don't be discouraged and don't give up, because none of us have content that hits a home run every time. And sometimes the ones that do the best, there is no rhyme or reason to. I mean, tell them about the budget tree jingle.
Oh, yes. So Brooke and I recently emceed the Oviedo Christmas Parade, and we wrote jingles for a few of the different floats that participated. And Budget Tree is a tree company local to Winter Springs, I believe, and they had several trucks that were driving through the parade. So while our jingle was continuously playing for the 6 or 7 trucks that they had, I grabbed my phone to film because I had like a spare second. And I just popped it on Instagram. The next thing that I know, there's almost 8,000 views on Instagram. And I mean, I had no idea that it would perform that well. I didn't even invite Budget Tree to collaborate until like days later when I remembered, I should invite them to collaborate. And it had already been performing that well. And they still didn't accept the collaboration tag as of right now. But it still performed very well.
Right. So, and of all of our videos that we post on Miss Biz, and we post really almost every day, this is probably our most...
One of the highest. I don't know if it's the most.
One of the highest videos. And it was one you videoed in like
2 seconds.
30 seconds.
No editing done, nothing. Just everything, the real deal.
And we're not even in it.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that sad?
It doesn't even, it's some trucks, it's some big semi-trucks with Christmas lights wrapped around them and driving through a parade with our jingle singing in the background. And who would have thought? There's no explanation. Like, we've sat and thought, okay, how do we replicate this?
Yeah.
What do
Was
we
it the
do?
time of day?
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think is that we hit a social media, like, what do you call those?
The algorithm?
Yeah, well, we hit the algorithm at the right time, or we hit it while it was in the upswing of the curve. There's no explanation. So it sometimes feels like you're throwing spaghetti at the wall and there's no rhyme or reason to it, and we're all there doing that. But just, you got to keep going, because you don't know which one is going to be is going to perform well. You don't know which one's going to resonate with their audience, and you don't know which one's going to hit at that right moment in time. Mm-hmm. So you got to just keep at it, even though it may be frustrating and feel like you don't know what you're doing, or you just are discouraged.
Yeah, and what you think won't perform well isn't necessarily what your audience thinks. I posted a video this morning and I almost didn't post it. And then you commented and said it was the best video that I've ever done, or something like that. I was like, I seriously was like not gonna post it. I was like, I don't really feel like this is like anything to write home about. I laughed out loud. It's Rachel holding her like big dog. And she says, you don't have to have a cute puppy in your content in order to get engagement or something. It's not all about having cute puppies. And she's holding this like big dog that is, not a puppy.
Not a puppy. And the dog's just like looking like, what is happening right now? It's hilarious. It was my favorite video that I think I've seen from Bolt's Media, at least of the ones I can remember. But I thought it was great.
That's funny.
But
so
that was maybe your fear of failure that was creeping in, that made you almost not post it.
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
That's very true. So a survey from Marketing Profs, or Profs, however you pronounce that, found that it's short for professors, let's just say that, found that 63% of marketers experience burnout, highlighting the importance and the significance and prevalence of marketing fatigue in the industry. That is more than half of marketers that experience the fatigue.
I'm surprised it's not even higher than that.
Yeah.
I don't know how you don't experience marketing burnout in the world, because we're just focusing right now on social media, but there's so many things even beyond that. Website and SEO and Google ads and all the commercials and all the things, the blogs. There's just so many aspects of it. And if you multiply that times all the different businesses that you represent and work for, it's just
That's
a lot.
why I have a team. Like, I have to have a team to delegate to so that they can flow in their gift and do what they're good at. And then I don't have to be actively, doing all of the work. I can just kind of monitor it, see how it's going, look at the analytics part of it, and keep that relationship good with the client, make sure that we are doing our job and meeting expectations. Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Meet our expert team at Miss Biz.
Whether you need help with business strategy, brand development, or digital marketing, we have a personalized one-on-one coaching program just for you.
And if you're looking for something more budget-friendly, our group coaching services offer incredible value and the chance to learn alongside like-minded entrepreneurs.
Transform your business today. Visit missbiz.com and start your journey to success.
So, consumer behavior is something else to be aware of. So, Content Marketing Institute shows that 60% of consumers feel overwhelmed by too much marketing content, indicating the need for refreshing strategies. So, it's very interesting that people who are getting on social media are feeling overwhelmed by everything that they're seeing.
But yet, they're still there.
Yeah.
They're still spending, they're spending hours and hours there. And I think they want to have that never-ending feed to scroll through. Mm-hmm. But it can feel overwhelming, especially when you start to get tags or highlights and getting just all these alerts or notifications all the time. You've got a new post, you've got a new this, you got a new that. I think that can feel overwhelming as well.
Yeah. So a study published found that creativity scores in American children have been declining since the 1990s, suggesting a trend that could impact future marketing efforts. And I think that this is going to get even more prevalent as AI continues to expand, because people are not using their imaginations like they used to. I know when I was growing up, I had dolls, and my dolls would go on these adventures, and I truly do believe that having that creative playtime really helped me become a more creative person. But a lot of children aren't getting that experience because of all the technology that's involved.
That's a good point. I think you can use the technology to enhance your creativity. I know that for me, if I have a creative block, I can go online or go to ChatGPT or something to spark some new ideas that I can then use as a starting point to get my creative juices flowing. But you're right that a lot of people, if you rely on it too much to do all the creative thinking for you, then you just won't be learning and improving that skill yourself.
So, some actionable tips for overcoming marketing fatigue. Take a break. It's okay to step back from your marketing efforts for a short period of time to recharge your creativity. Sometimes a little distance can lead to fresh ideas as well. And think about it. If you have been grinding really hard during the day, after a certain point, your brain starts to feel like mush for a little while. So sometimes just taking a step back, maybe going and making a sandwich or getting a cup of coffee or something, even if it's just for 2 seconds, can really help reboost you. So don't be afraid if you're getting to that point where you're feeling overwhelmed and discouraged. Just take a short little break to recharge.
Absolutely. Also engage in brainstorming sessions. Gather your team or trusted friends for brainstorming sessions where no idea is too outlandish, and encourage free thinking to spark creativity. Also, I think even beyond your team, if you have friends who are business owners or marketers and you get together for a group creativity session or a lunch meeting or coffee meeting where you all can just bounce ideas off of each other. I find that every time I have had some interaction or dedicated time spent with other like-minded business professionals, I come away with new ideas that I hadn't thought of. So, your team is great, but sometimes they're all going along the same train of thought that you've always gone along. And so if you get outside of that and talk to some other people, I think that can really spark new ideas.
Yeah, it can rekindle that passion too. Because as other people are talking and you're coming up with these really great ideas, you get excited about it. It's almost like when you order something online and you're waiting for it to come in and it finally comes in. It can just really help to ignite that passion. Also, if you're starting to feel that marketing fatigue, revisit your brand story. Reflect on why you started your business in the first place, and revisit your core messages. That can also inspire new campaign ideas that resonate with your audience as well.
People love to hear your story of how you got to the place that you are. It's one of the most engaging and endearing things you can do. So if you haven't publicly made your story available and posted it either on your website or on your social media channels, you should really consider doing that. It not only can re-encourage you and re-remind you of why you do what you do, but it can also just create a greater sense of connection between you and your audience.
Absolutely. And experiment with different formats. So try different content formats, use videos, go on some podcasts, create infographics, some interactive content, maybe do a couple of polls either on LinkedIn or on Facebook, and try to engage your audience in new ways. That can help you kind of break up the same type of content that you've been doing and offer just your audience more different types of content to interact with.
Also study your competitors, analyze what they're doing and what they're doing successfully and not so successfully. This doesn't mean that you should copy them, but it can provide you with inspiration and insight into what resonates with consumers. Something that I read, and I'm forgetting where I read it from, but it was to go look at some of your models on social media who have a big following and the people that you like to watch, and look at what their most successful videos are and contemplate why do you think those videos had such great success, and then think of how you could replicate that in a different way that would apply to your business and your audience.
Yeah, you always want to find your ideal avatar, because rather than reinventing the wheel, it's good to look at someone in the industry who is doing a good job, because you can follow a similar format in order to be effective.
I have an example that just came to mind. So this has probably been 4 or 5 years ago now. And I used to, this is a little embarrassing, but I used to watch The Bachelor pretty consistently. And Nick Viall was one of the bachelors from years ago who I followed on Instagram. And he did a video one time where he was showing off some of his new branded sweatshirts. And he was doing this little dance while he's there's music and he's doing this little dance with the branded sweatshirts and promoting his new line. And I got the idea, because that made me laugh, that I wanted to do something similar. So that's when we created the Fear No Storm sweatshirts.
That's where that came from?
Yes. Yes, I took that Instagram video and I sent it to my videographer and I said, I want to do this. And she took it to a way bigger level because we created a whole little video. We created a whole marketing campaign around it. It was free sweatshirts and we had tank tops and hoodies and crop tops and t-shirts, all the different things that said Fear No Storm, which is our logo or our slogan, sorry. And we were giving them away for free to anyone who requested them through the social media campaign. So we made this video. It was like, how would you describe that video? It was a song that my brother wrote.
It was kind of like a music video.
It was like a music
without really any vocals.
Yeah, it was like an original music video. It wasn't like the parodies we've done, but it was shorter. It was maybe 30 seconds to a minute. And we were wearing the sweaters, and I had men who were supposed to be the comparable person to Nick Viall, who were kind of dancing funny. You know, it wasn't supposed to be like serious dancing. It was supposed to be like fun, funny dancing. So we had 3 men. One of them was
Natasha's husband,
who was a big guy, and he brought out his best dance moves. So it was, anyways, I digress. But the point was how you can look at something on social media that someone else is doing in a completely different context, and it sparks an idea of how you could modify it to a campaign for your own business. And even to this day, I see people wearing those shirts around town. My mom's friends came to her and said, our shirts are worn out. We need some new shirts. And my mom was like, well, we haven't ordered those shirts in years. But I think I'm going to go back to it, honestly, because that slogan was probably the most effective slogan that we've had. And those shirts were wildly popular.
You know we're all about that case, no trouble. All about that case, no trouble. All about that case, no trouble. All about that case.
At Bolts Legal, we are all about your case. Text or call to schedule a free consultation for all your legal needs. boltslegal.com.
So another tip to keep in mind is to set clear goals. So you want to establish specific and measurable goals for your marketing campaigns. Don't say, I want to have 2 million views on this one video. Like, no, just set some goals for how many new followers that you wish to have in the next month, how many different pieces of content you want to have come out, and know what you are aiming to achieve. That alone can help you focus your creativity and efforts. Because if you want to have something that gets a ton of engagement, then you're going to have to put a little bit of effort in there. But knowing your goals ahead of time can make a big difference versus just, I'm going to put something up just because I have to put something up.
Yes, and to know whether you're working towards those goals, you should be taking a look at your analytics on a monthly basis to see how things are going, and you can see what your top performing content is, and that can help you to keep moving in the right direction.
Also, encourage your clients or your customers to create content related to your brand. This not only engages your audience, but also provides fresh perspectives and ideas. So like for you with the whole shirt thing, when you give the shirts out, you could tell them to wear the shirt, post it with the hashtag Bolts Legal swag or something unique that would be easy for you to find.
Yes. Also, stay updated on the trends. Regularly review marketing trends and industry news. This will help you stay informed and inspire innovative ideas that align with current consumer behavior.
You can also seek feedback. So ask your audience, your friends, different people who you know will give you an honest opinion about your marketing efforts, because their insights can guide you to different strategies and help you to make any necessary adjustments. So some friends will tell you, like, that's boring or that didn't really relate to me. So ask somebody that you trust to give you some honest feedback that you can use to as an advantage to help you incorporate better content.
Also, invest in professional development by attending workshops, webinars, or conferences to learn new marketing strategies and trends. Continuous learning can rejuvenate your marketing approach.
I'm also a big fan of outsourcing to companies such as Bolts Media for any of your digital marketing needs too. I mean, it is always great to know what you are doing in marketing. In fact, some of my most successful marketing campaigns for clients are with clients who have some knowledge of marketing and ways to be effective. But don't be afraid to delegate it out, because running a business is very, very difficult in its own. And then having to manage all of your social media and digital marketing can be very overwhelming as well.
Yes. And also, it's hard to be inspired all the time as a business owner who's got so many other things. I know for me, I'll see something like that Nick Viall video and all of a sudden be inspired to go run this campaign. But those inspiration and ideas are far and few between, and your social media really needs to be more consistent than that. So having a digital marketing company like Bolts Media helping you can definitely bring more brains to the brainstorming session and help keep it fresh even when you're not particularly and personally inspired. But, in kind of conclusion, I wanted to just share my own personal story in that I recently was really feeling kind of marketing fatigue, in that just hadn't really been inspired to do any videos recently, or and just hadn't kind of made the time to focus on it, and just kind of felt like a lot of my stuff wasn't getting the engagement that I was hoping for, not getting the followers that I was hoping for, and so just kind of have been stagnant, I think, for a while on social media. And was it yesterday that you messaged me? You want to share what? You don't have to share any names or anything, but kind of what happened.
Yeah, so yesterday I was at a lunch, and it was a group lunch, and a attorney sat next to me she's the manager of a pretty large firm. She sat next to me, found out who I was. She goes, "Oh, you're with Bolts Legal. Is Brooke gonna be here?" And I was like, "No, she's at an event right now." She goes, "Oh man, I was hoping I could meet her. I've heard so much about her over the years. I watch her music videos, and I just love the opportunity to meet her one of these days."
So Rachel connected us, and we're in the process of scheduling a meeting. But when she told me that, I was so glad that she shared that with me, because it made me see that even though I'm not seeing maybe a ton of likes or follows or things that are popping up on a day-to-day basis, that the consistency over the years is what people are seeing. So this attorney, who I haven't met, who works at a big, prominent, well-known firm in the area, knew of me because of my marketing, and I had no idea the impact that it was having in just her being aware of who I am. And she wanted to meet me, which signified to me that she liked what she was seeing. She liked the marketing that she was seeing. So I share that story just because for me it made an impact, that I thought, okay, I need to keep going. I need to continue with the consistency, even if I'm not seeing it in the metrics from day to day like I would like to. Because you don't know who out there is seeing you. And this was an example that there are people out there who are seeing you and liking your content and feeling connected to you over the course of time, even though you may not realize it.
So we hope that this episode has kind of helped you to get through some different ways that you can refresh your marketing campaign, especially for the new year. It's going to be so important to reignite your creativity. So remember, taking breaks, experimenting with new formats, and engaging with your audience can breathe new life into your marketing efforts.
We appreciate you and are honored to be on this journey with you. We can't wait to help you, to encourage you, and show you how to grow personally, professionally, and spiritually.
If you found Miss Biz helpful, please leave a review and share with others.
You can follow us on social media at Miss Biz Podcast.
For legal questions or services, please visit boltslegal.com.
And for digital marketing needs, please visit boltsmedia.com. Let's get biz done.